Think. Anthony, I think you finished your presentation. Am I right?
What do you say?
Anthony, did you finish your presentation?
No, I'm not yet done with it. I'm trying to share my screen to show the code.
Okay, okay, okay. So I continue recording the session.
Okay, amazing. Okay, I'm going to refresh my browser so I can be able to share my screen. Just a minute. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen now. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen now, please.
Yes, of course, you have presenter mode.
My screen is not available. Okay, that means I'll have to share that
Yes,
part
your
first.
screen not visible, but you have presenter mode, so you can share your screen.
Yeah, let me use that part. So I was trying to use to share my entire screen, but for some reasons I can't be able to share my screen. Okay, so let's use that part. So literally, we're going to. I wanted to share my Android Studio and show you the app I have running here, but for some reasons I don't see why it's not sharing. It's just showing errors. Okay, so in here we can work with that part and do a whole lot of stuff. So let's come to that part and get a Flutter snippet and say I want to create multiple chatbots. Respond to multiple queries and restrict these asking. Okay, so while it's loading, if you look at what we have over here, since my screen is um, messing up a little, let me share this particular tab so I can walk you through this. So this is what we are trying to build. We're trying to build something that can give us information like this. You give it a particular, you can chat with it literally, just an app you can chat with. And what the app does is very simple. You get to ask it a question or like ask it anything relating to medical information or medical inquiry. It gives you that information and you can give it an image or upload a file and ask it for the content of the file or maybe an image of someone sick, just like this one, or an image of somebody that is ill. It analyzes the content of the image using Gemini's image analyzation and a whole lot of stuff. And gives you information regarding to that, and you can start asking follow-up questions. So it's something that is not just generative. It's something that while it's giving you information on the context you are, you can continue chatting with it. You can continue responding with it. It's not like a one-time something. It keeps the context of the conversation going till you change it. So I think this is done. Wait, okay, amazing. So I'm going to share this tab now. So we are done with it. So this is this is one exactly. This is using exactly what I wanted to use, even though we're generating with Gemini. So all of this stuff we just worked it is generated using that part. So it's created a very simple layout for us. And let's see if this works. So let's check out something. Let's type in something here, check if it works. I have it. So let's see if this works. Okay, so it's responding to the information we gave to it. Yes, I know. What can I do? Exactly. So literally, this is one way to do this. So there are different forms of or different ways we can do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen where I worked on this. Just a second. So you get to see how I did mine. So what I'm doing is I'm sharing my GitHub since my screen can't share. So what I'm using is I'm using a particular package which is called Flutter AI Toolkit. So this Flutter AI Toolkit. With Flutter AI Toolkit and Google Generative AI, I'm making use of these particular packages, these two particular packages to build exactly what we just saw there, which I'm going to try to run it as a simulator. So what I'm doing is very simple. I have this particular body here, and this particular LLM chart view is gotten from this Flutter AI toolkit. So this Flutter AI toolkit is a package that is publicly accessible in pub.dev. When you make use of it, a lot of things. It can take the suggestions. That is the suggestion you saw while we were on that part when we started it newly. Okay, didn't even give me the suggestion. But if you go to Free Code Camp, there are suggestions you will see or things relating to questions. The very first question you want the user to ask, or like the very first information, more or less a pre-fill information regarding to what the user is going to give, the query the user is going to ask, or stuff relating to that. Then it has a style. Then it has a provider, which is the most important part. So the provider now is a Gemini provider, which is gotten from or powered through what we have on Google Generative AI. So in Google Generative AI, we can now get to decide on the model we are working with, the system instruction. So we are working with 2.0 Flash, and we have our API key. So this API key is gotten from, I saw when the last presenter was actually working on Google, was showing us stuff on Firebase Studio and stuff relating to Gemini and Gemini Studio and billing and stuff. So once you have your API key from Gemini Studio, you extract it, keep it here, and also you now define the system instruction. So the system instruction is the most important part, not just the most important part. It's like giving the AI a scope. So the system instruction gives AI information regarding to what it is, the scope where it is from, the information regarding what it's going to do, like the bound, it gives it a constraint. And this constraint is, it can be in any form, but this is just an English language, in English form. It just says you're a medical health assistant, only respond to health and medically related questions and make them concise and straight to the point without too much explanation. If your question is unrelated to health or medicine, politely inform the user that you can only answer medical related questions, medical related queries. So literally, this is literally like the first, or let's say a beginner guide for you to make use of AI and make use of using Flutter AI toolkit and Google Generative AI. So it can be built in many forms. You can store the charts. You can use Riverpod or and keep the chart history. You can do a whole lot of stuff regarding to this. You can optimize it, take it to the next level. You can also make use of this using HTTP requests. You can literally use it in any form you can think of. So this is more or less giving you like a beginner guide for you to get started with it. And one thing you need to also pay attention to is that this skeleton, or let's say a block of code you've written or this structure we've written is not structured just for health. So this can work with any kind of industry. So it's more or less you changing this particular constraint that is here, this system instruction. You can tell it is now what another assistant can you think somebody can be? Let's say a pilot assistant or a law assistant, something relating to that, and that's just it. It changes the context and switches and becomes a law assistant just by changing this, and that's just it. So it can take any form you can feel like. You can restructure it. So from the last implementation I did, I restructured it, but this is like a beginner setup. This is like something you can get started with and then start working with it as well. And also, you need to understand that the model also plays a crucial role to the kind of information you get as well. So if you are using a higher model, the more higher the model, the more higher the capabilities it has, literally. So from Gemini Studio, if you go to Gemini Studio, you get to see different kinds of models and their different capabilities and what they can accept and stuff relating to how powerful they are as well. So I think that's pretty much it. So what you can do is you can follow along on this particular pre-code camp article and have every single thing. So it has every single thing explained. So the section is mainly to bring you to the knowing that this is possible. This can be done this way, as easy as this. We're using just a few lines of code. You can have a powerful chatbot that is structured in the context you want it to be. You can use that part, or you can use the Vertex AI. So in here, I didn't have to install any single thing. So you notice I didn't have to install any single thing here. I didn't install Vectors AI, Google Generative AI. I didn't install Flutter AI Toolkit, nothing. I just had that part handle every single thing for me. And that's it. So let's check if it can analyze an image. Oh, it's just generating an image for me. Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. I don't know if there are questions. Let me go ahead and drop this in the chat box. Okay, in absence of the questions, I'm going to be ending this section. So thank you for having me on the call. So I'm Atuoha Anthony. So you can find me on LinkedIn or on Twitter or I think that's just pretty much it. On LinkedIn and on Twitter. So literally, I'm more active on LinkedIn. And if you have any queries, you can always chat to me. And I think we can always get started with it. Thank you so much.